Welcome to Two Guys.
A girl.
and an MBA.
Russia offering U.S. deal on natural resources. And just yesterday, Trump came out and said he wants the rare earth minerals from Ukraine. And he's
hmm
talking stuff about Zelensky. And he claimed Ukraine started the war, which is crazy. Thoughts?
Okay. What can I say not to be banned everywhere?
What do you
Um,
think about the rare earth minerals? What's he after there?
500 million. Look, always making the deal. I think right now he's got Russia at the table, not the Ukraine, because for him, Russia and the Ukraine are just two competitors. Who is going to make America the best deal? So Russia has, according to even a news reporting in Kiev, I sent you that link, is giving U.S. access to the northern, the north. Um, as part of their deal. They might come up with other things. And and Ukraine, I think, balked at the idea of the rare earth mineral, so they're not at the table. So this is just we're ending this war. Who's going to make America and Donald Trump the best deal? And it's all negotiation at this point. But I think on the brighter note, everybody wants to end this war. I mean, it is just you could have a war of principle, but when people are dying and countries are held hostage like this, it's got to end. And it might be a messy ending, but what's the alternative? Consistent bombing, and I don't think that's a plan.
Interesting that the summit was held in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, between Russia and Trump, right next door to me. But
mm,
yeah, he
I think
it just
I think Putin has like a warrant out on him. So I don't think he can I gotta check. I don't think he could travel to certain countries that
mm,
um honor that warrant because he'd have to be arrested.
like Netanyahu. Yeah, he'd have to.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's true. And okay, war should be ended, but is it just on hold when Russia like okay 1 to 5 years and then start the same? Where is the guarantee that they will
Yeah,
not do the same? They will not attack like
that,
crazy
that's a
all the
good.
biggest cities at 4 a.m. So there is a guarantee. This is what Ukraine looking for, first of all, from the European countries, from US, from anyone. Hey, okay, stop the war, but where is the guarantee? It's not will be the repeat. And because we don't want to be a colony of US, we don't want to be a colony of Russia.
It's
So
been
this
since
we are the biggest
2014.
country in Europe, so the biggest one.
It's been more than 10 years that started Crimea started 2014, and then there
14,
was a
yes.
pause, and then more aggression, and now a pause. And like you're saying, what's to say in a few
Yeah,
years?
it started 10 years ago. It was some agreement in Minsk, in Belarus. In Minsk, it was like agreement. And it was something, but not so massive attack. So that's why we called it like big invasion 3 years ago, because it was big for everything. And again, 5 years or something more, Putin still, okay, I still want this country, attack them. So yes, that's okay, not NATO, any other guarantees?
Yeah. So I think mortality is a big guarantee. Putin's not going to live longer, right? He might have 5 years. I'm not making this up. He's in his 70s. Donald Trump is in his going to be 80. There's a kind of a guarantee when there's regime change. And it's funny that right now they're asking for the Ukraine to have an election to remove Zelensky. So they're always looking, forward thinking, well, we might have this ideological problem now, but the people that have it, we just remove them or they'll die. I don't think it'll be the same conversation in 10 years because Putin will not be, I mean, unless they hook him up to a Chinese sex doll and he's like, oh,
He's got
I
that
don't
AI.
know.
They
Artificial
upload his
AI.
consciousness into
Yeah,
some robot.
Oh, oh my God, it could be. You
it
see,
could
it
be.
could be legal.
Yes.
Like he just download his brain, crazy brain to artificial intelligence and said it's
Yes.
legal to have the president as AI.
I, I,
Yes.
I think
That's a
they're.
risk.
I think Musk or Bezos, I think Musk was claiming that it's coming by 2030 that you'll be able to
Yeah.
upload your consciousness, which is
Yeah.
kind of scary and kind of sad. It's kind of like I wish I'd been able to upload a lot of people's consciousnesses, but they won't get to. But we
Yeah.
will, maybe.
Well, I mean, it seems like science fiction, but I think that's the other part of this formula. There is a finiteness to their leadership in Russia and maybe the Ukraine, definitely the United States. Now, I think the United States is going to continue along this path with J.D. Vance and everybody. They have a whole cabal of people. Russia, I'm not sure. So I don't know if there's any guarantees it won't happen again, but that's a pretty big deal, I think.
Worth to say, but in Ukraine, we change the presidents. I think every 4 or 5 years we have this next. So before Zelensky, it was Poroshenko. Before Poroshenko, it was, oh my God, Yanukovych. Okay. Before Yanukovych, Yushchenko. Before Yushchenko, Kushner. So we changed. In Russia, Putin, little bit Medvedev, but Putin, prime minister, Putin. And the same in Belarus, Lukashenko, 20 years plus. I think it was election this year or last year. And again, Lukashenko won. So you see, in Ukraine, it's changing. In our neighbor countries, it's just the same.
Please consider subscribing below.
Thank you for being with us. Please leave your comments, feedback, what you think about us, and see you in the next podcast. Bye.